Hello, everybody. This is David Schneider. Welcome to another episode of the Shady Corner. This is where we're featuring the places, the spaces, and the people of Shady Hollow and the greater Shady Hollow community. We're at the School of Rock. Oh my goodness. And we're going to interrupt someone right now that I want you to meet. Come on right in here.
Yeah.
Bam!
How you doing?
Hey! Today we have one of the founders of the band Vallejo, a drummer extraordinaire, the director of operations for multiple schools of rock in the Austin area, and a champion of musicians and the music scene in the city of Austin and beyond, Alex Vallejo.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Alex,
Good
how
to
are you
see
doing
again.
today?
You're good.
Thank you for taking your time and sharing with us. So I'm going to start off, Alex, you're a man who wears many hats, right?
Many hats, yeah.
Okay. Working musician. You're a curator of music events and bands. For example, you're organizing ACL's Blues on the Green.
We're doing some helping with Blues on the Green. Yeah, I've been doing that for 10 years.
Director of, like I said, multiple schools of rock, director of operations, and on the board of EQ Austin. And this is a pretty unique combination. So how have you found these roles influencing each other?
Well, first of all, we're in Austin, so it's a community. Right. So, and a lot of these things are all music related. Music's all my brothers and I know how to do. So everything that we've always worked with in Austin has been through the studios and just kind of building and nurturing what Austin's done for our band. I mean, Austin's been wonderful to my brothers and I over the years, and so we're just kind of paying it forward, and it's just very, it comes very easy because we have our hands in a lot of stuff. But to me, it's just all about community building, and even going with School of Rock, kind of going back to to the beginning, of where kids learn.
That high, right?
So all the way to with Music Foundation, and we also have adult band, but just trying to reach as many of our music communities as we can.
I think you said from 8 to 80, is that right?
Here at School of Rock, we have 8 to 80. We have adult band as well. I mean, we start them out as young as 7, 8 years old.
So if I wanted to learn, this is the place to go.
I'm going to teach you a song here in a minute.
Okay, very cool. All right. So, all right, the School of Rock heavily focuses on performance-based music and education. So in your perspective, how does this method help foster better understanding of music and prepare your students for the real world?
Yeah, well, to me, I mean, we start with song first, really kind of show them the song immediately, and I mean, they learn all types of music from metal to rock to blues. We have blues. We start as early as, going back to teaching about Robert Johnson and Etta James. Yeah. So, I mean, we just have a broad understanding of music by having them play so many different types of music. We're School of Rock, but rock also has so many.
It came from all the influences.
There's so many different genres of rock as well. So I mean, just kind of give them. We go do Motown. I mean, and once a kid has all that understanding and they learn all these tools of I call them just little secret music things that they can take and down the road when they join their band. But I just think learning as many types of music is very important for these kids. They get a broader understanding of music. So.
And I'm sure for them it's fun, right, to be able to play the songs that they want to play the songs in.
Absolutely.
No matter the genre.
Yeah, and it's all about the song first. It's also just teaching them, getting them interested in the song, and then we can learn theory later on.
Right.
It's kind of more of a backward approach to where if we're playing an AC/DC song, in this guitar solo, like we teach them the guitar solo, and they're like, hey, by the way, did you know there was like a pentatonic scale or whatever scale that is?
Right.
And then so they are learning the theory. I mean, that is the end goal, but with the main goal being that they get in a room and they perform together and have a conversation.
And I think with like anything in life, you've got to have a passion for something to learn it and learn it well.
Yeah, and getting that performance part is so important too, of teaching them how to work together. And we always say more together. The kids working together in a room. Will teach them later in life how to work together in a cubicle or whatever when they are in a workspace, with other people. You have to learn how to work together and be a team.
Aspect.
And be a team. It's learning how to be a team. And I think a lot of successful organizations and businesses thrive from being a team and working well together. So I feel like that's one great thing that School of Rock teaches kids. It's like we're not just teaching them how to be good musicians, but we want them to be good people.
Life skills, so important.
So.
All right, so you got a rich experience in the music industry. I think you toured for what, 25 years?
Too long.
Too long. So you must have some unique insights into kind of the changing landscape of music over the years. How do you see technology shaping both music and music education, performance education, especially in this kind of post-pandemic era that we're in?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can start. I've seen it all. I'm that old that I was around before even computers came along. So I've seen it go from just listening to records and cassette and tapes, and then having the internet and the World Wide Web come on board, and then even going when we were on Sony and on the major labels, that when they started doing the downloads with Napster and stuff, and how that changed everything.
I'm sure it was a huge effect on.
And then we went through the iTunes 99 cents, and now it's Spotify. So I've lived I've lived how music has changed, and now we're going to AI, which is going to be another thing that is I think there's goods and bads to it, but it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. But there will never be nothing like a kid that just plugs that guitar into the amp and they hit that first chord. That feeling that they get, or hitting this drum set, and just feeling that beat and playing a groove, and then more importantly, getting in a room together and having that conversation musically where it's just such an amazing force, So I mean, I think that will never go away.
I mean, music's been part of our history as human beings.
Yeah. And school rock. We also have apps and we have books and stuff like that. So it is even the technology is, we're trying to use it in a way where it is enhancing the lesson, and so we believe in it, but at the same time we also love that these kids get in a room and get off their phones. I mean, when you're playing the drums,
right,
you don't have any hands to do the phone, so put that phone down and let's have a conversation
again.
Live
the real experience of life.
Absolutely.
Instead of on a video game or
that's great.
Or
and then,
video.
And then we go into clubs and we play these shows, and their parents are and they're having a good time. So I mean, it's just technology, we'll move with it however it needs to be, but rock and roll is
ain't never gonna die, is it?
Personable thing, and like we always say here, we're saving rock and roll one kid at a time.
Love that.
Yeah, right.
I love that. So let's talk a little bit about kind of real life. You have a family, your wife Monica,
oh yeah,
daughter Sophia and Mia. Tell me a little bit about them and how do you find life balance with all you do for musicians and music in the city?
It's hard. First of all, they're like everything. I mean, they are, better than the best song I've ever written. Everything I do. When you wake up after you have your kid, you wake up just to.
It's a different.
What can we do? Yeah, what can we do to better their lives? But they've been really supportive. I mean, especially my wife. Man, wow. I've been on the road and stuff like that, so she's been super supportive and But one thing that I'm being reminded of in later years now that I'm 50-something is just to slow down. And my kids, I'm really enjoying that time. You only have that time once. You hear that all the time. So
and it goes like that.
It goes
right?
like that. So my kids are already teenagers and. So I'm really.
That's like.
You got to make the time. I definitely do all these things, but that. You got to make time for the family because you only get that one time. So.
Absolutely, the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. So I do my best, but
that's all you can do, right?
Yeah.
So we're actually working on an event together, Dia on Dia, which is a musical tribute to diversity and inclusion awareness on Dia de los Muertos.
Very important.
So the benefit. It benefits a charity that's kind of near and dear to me, which is Easter Seals Lone Star, and we're the largest disability services organization in Central Texas. And this is our 10th anniversary to hold this event on Dia de los Muertos. And the third year, EQ Austin has been involved curating the music. So tell me a little bit about EQ Austin. What's your mission? How are you helping musicians in the city?
I mean, EQ Austin to me has always just been, it's all about, showcasing this diverse music community that we have in Austin, and I'm Latin myself, Mexican American, and my band, I know what we've been through, so it's just really to make sure that everybody gets an equal chance. I mean, I think it's important in Austin that we also show everyone the beautiful sounds and different colors and genres of Austin. So, it
is beautiful.
EQ's mission is definitely to showcase that and amplify that and just, make sure that we're taking care of everyone. I mean, everybody gets a chance, and why wouldn't we? I mean, it would be I mean,
I love it.
you remember the show? I mean, it was amazing.
No, I love the show. It's passion. I've been involved for all 10 years of it. I was involved since its inception, and to see it come to fruition in such a way, and then a different message, because it is a rainbow, right? Whatever color you are, whether persuasion you are, whether you have a disability or you don't, we all are differently abled, right? You know, everyone has different abilities, and so we celebrate diversity, and
Absolutely.
I love that about that event.
Yeah, we have that. We definitely have that common interest.
Yes, I think we do. How's DIA shaping up this year? I mean, it's November 1st, right, at ACL Live. Give us a sneak peek. What do you think?
I mean, well, we you know, how we always started is we put together wish lists, and we have some pretty great artists at the top of that wish list that we hope to get. But no, so far so good. I mean, we're going to do the same concept where we bring in 6 or 7 house bands and they play like 30-minute sets, and I love that too, because you're not only getting these one band an opportunity, but they bring on their friends, and they bring on 6 special guests, and then the diversity in that, and even artists that you wouldn't even think of, and introducing us to other sounds, and it's just amazing. And once again, it's just that community building thing. It's like everybody, like, let's lift each other up, and it's just so important to kind of to recognize that, especially in Austin, because a lot of times it's just forgotten. You know, people don't really think about it, but we're here to remind everybody that is important.
Live music capital of the world, and this helps promote that, because you have so many bands on stage, you know, during an evening. It's incredible the amount of talent you put together, and
well, man,
this is the man who curated that music. So,
and I want to say too, what y'all do with Easter Seal is amazing too. So to have that, and once again, it's just we're all working to kind of amplify that message on how we can help more people.
And this year is actually going to benefit our Fitability Center, which is a wheelchair-enabled gym, as well as a wheelchair-specific trainer, and anyone can go, and it's free. And this is we're gonna do some remodeling on it. It just moved to a new location down in South Austin. We're gonna do some remodeling, and the funding will come from this DIA. So
it's amazing.
Let me get personal. I'm a parent of a budding musician, and they play some guitar. They're 15 years old, and they like to be self-taught, right? Which drives me a little crazy, because I'm like, don't you want to learn?
Yeah.
So they like independence. How can School of Rock benefit them?
Well, first of all, they never want to learn from their parents.
Yeah, absolutely. Or listen to their parents at all,
the
right?
benefit is, they come here, and they're going to work with a local musician that's, might have even also went on tour, but and that's another great thing about School of Rock, is like we also are helping local musicians have another alternative revenue stream than that night.
That's huge.
It's huge, right? So they have a day, and we have a few schools, so both schools, 20 or so students. So that's a great opportunity, another opportunity for musicians. And but as far as helping your kids, I mean, School Rock, I mean, man, it just, like I said, it's just bringing them here and having that performance-based education, with a real awesome musician. Some of these guys have been here for 20 years. I mean, some of the best
seen it, done it.
musicians, so I'm so proud to have them here. But I mean,
that's awesome.
That I feel like that's having that real level experience of these guys is very important.
That's awesome. It's real life, right?
Yeah, and just
they've done it.
The whole program of School Rock, the way it's designed, and I mean, there's over 300 schools all over the world. I mean, there's some in South America, so it's like, and it's been well thought out for many years. I mean, everything that they're doing, even at the corporate level, it's just been amazing to watch it. And
that is awesome.
They're thinking it through. So I mean, and how cool is it that the curriculum are these rock and roll songs that we've all heard and listened to for years.
I'm listening to it in the background. I can hear them, and they're jamming. They're like 9 years old and just jamming away.
Yeah, the curriculum is anything from
ACD to
AC/DC,
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, and all those songs have these things that will challenge the kid. As you learn different things. You're always trying to challenge them and get them up through these ladders to where they're always going to become a better musician. You know, always climbing to try to get them to. I mean, and All Stars is a touring thing that they also audition for too. So there's a lot of levels.
So they can actually learn how to go on the road.
They go on tour. They play, you know, Summerfest. They're playing, you know, ACL, Lollapalooza, stuff like that. So I mean,
it's amazing.
It's amazing what School of Rock's accomplished in all these years. You know,
that's so awesome. So you co-founded Vallejo with your younger brother Omar, your twin brother AJ. I'm the parent of twins. My 15-year-old Elliot has a twin brother Christopher. I'm curious. Tell me about the relationship you have with AJ.
AJ, it's very, you know, it's kind of half-brainish, you know, like, you know, it's funny, we can even finish each other's sentences and stuff like that, you know, when we write songs together, you know, you know, it's very easy. Also with Omar too, he's kind of like our other twin, but yeah, with AJ, you know, twin thing is you're half of
I've seen it.
You know, you've seen it,
you know, and they're they're best of friends most of the time, but occasionally
one time I remember,
not so much.
Yeah, one time I remember we were little, and I think I lost a tooth, and I think a few hours later, something he lost a tooth, like in the same place, you know, and crazy stuff like that happens, you know.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, no, it's a cool. I mean, it's just a wild kind of different relationship, you know, that you have. You know, we have a sister too, my sister Julissa. She's the youngest. She was not ever in the band.
Not in the band.
Yeah, she was a smart one.
There you go.
Yeah, and she keeps all of us in line actually. But you know, but yeah, you know, all my siblings, we all kind of think alike, but there's definitely something different about that twin brain, you know.
Yeah, it's great to have family too.
Yeah.
So now before we wrap up, if anyone's watching or listening and wants to get in touch with you, come and check out School of Rock, how can they do so?
I would say the best way is to go to schoolofrock.com, go look at the school that's near your area. I mean, hopefully you're near Southwest Austin, and we also have another school in Round Rock.
Right.
There's an Austin school here as well that's been here for many years. So, you know, go to schoolofrock.com. I think that's a great way, and sign up for a trial lesson. We come in. We show you the place, do a lesson, teach you a song right there on the spot.
I'm getting ready for my lesson.
Yeah, we're going to do one here in a minute.
We'll do that in a second. But if you're interested in Dia de los Muertos, you can go to austindiadelosmuertos.org, and we have a website for that event. And you know, if you've liked this episode of the Shady Corner, hit that like button, smash it. In fact, if you didn't like it, tell me, dislike it. If you have any comments that you want to make, go ahead and make those comments. Share it if you think you have someone who might enjoy this video. And if you're buying or selling a house in the next 10 days or 10 months, give me a call. Again, David Schneider, I'm with Rebel Property Group of EXP. You can reach me on my phone anytime, 512-638-6585. And, you know, I believe in community. I believe in this community of Shady Hollow. Yeah. And remember what Jack Johnson says, it's always better when we're together.
That's true.
You wanna teach me something?
Yeah, come on.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, you know what? First of all,
show me.
Let's show you. Let's learn a Queen song maybe. No.
Nice.
Go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You can handle that, right?
Probably
you can count to 3, right?
Probably not.
Okay.
All right, you tell me. All right. Am I holding it right?
Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good for. Yeah. Here we go. Buddy, oh, be a big man someday. I got mud on your face, big disgrace.
Oh my goodness, I'm a rock star.
There you go. He's ready. He'll be at Antone's next week.
Oh my goodness.